Welcome back to another great math lesson. I hope you're all doing very well and that you're all in great health. Today we're going to be messing around a little bit more with base 10 blocks. Our objective this lesson is to look at numbers and see if we can represent them in different ways using base 10 blocks. Let me show you what I mean. If I took this base 10 blocks, I put it on the screen, and I ask you, what is it worth? You'd say it's worth 10. My question to you is, can we represent this number 10? Can we represent it in a different way? I mean, we know that to represent 10, we just get a rod and there, it's 10. But can we do it in a different way so it also represents 10? And the answer is yes, there is. All I need to do is if I took this and I blasted it, I ripped them apart, there's another way I can represent 10 using 10 ones. Now if you remember now look, before I get on to that, I could scramble them. It doesn't matter if they're lined up. Bottom line is they show the value 10. Remember last lesson we looked at the value versus how many? Well, here we have how many? We have 1. 1 what? 1 10. Here, how many do we have? We have 10. 10 what though? We got 10 ones. The value, however, of 10 ones is 10. The value of this thing here, the 110, is also 10. They have the same value, the same number of pieces altogether. This is a much better way of representing it. I mean, if you had a choice, this would be the better choice. However, this is another option. It just takes a little bit longer to do. Let's do another example. Here's 100. Let's put it over here. That is 100. My question to you is there another way to represent the number 100 without showing a 100 block like that? And the answer again is yes. Some of you might have guessed it already. If I take this and I blasted it, then I'm going to have 10 rods in a row. Now look, they don't have to be all neat and organized. If you're drawing them, yeah, they better be neat and organized. But in this case here, I'm going to scramble them a little bit. I'm going to go like this just to show you it doesn't matter if they're all glued together or not. It's still the same value. There we go. So here's 100. That is 100. And these boys are also 100. It's a slightly different diagram, but the value is retained. It has the same value. Okay, let's do 100 in a different way. Is this all of them? Is this all the possibilities? Well, no. Unfortunately, well, maybe for some of you. Fortunately, if you have a lot of time to play around with this, there are other ways. Here's another one. Let's say I took this 100 and I blasted it. That would be the same as what we did up here. It's no difference. But what if I took this piece and I blasted it? Now I still have the number 100. However, it looks a little bit different than the other two diagrams. I'm just going to take these and kind of scramble them on the bottom so it doesn't mess up with our top diagram. We've got to keep things organized here. We got to separate the questions. So now what do I have? In this diagram I have one of the hundreds makes 100. Here I have 10 rods makes 100. In the last example I have 9 rods, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rods and 10 ones, count them, 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's another diagram, it's another option for representing the number 100. So I'm going to put an arrow here and I can say that's 100. You know what? Is this the only options? Well, if you've seen the pattern, what we're doing here, there are more options. There are actually 9 more possibilities. We can take this here and we can blast it also. There. We can blast all of this. And now we have 8 rods and 20 ones. See, we have 10 ones here. And again, they don't have to be neat and organized. They could be all messed up here. Just to show you, it doesn't matter where they are. The value is the same. We have 8 rods and 20 ones. Here's another way of doing it. Blast this one. Now we have 7 rods and 30 ones. Blast this one. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rods left, and we got all of these ones. What is that? 10, 20, 30, we have 40. Blast this one. Here's another possibility. You can blast. That's my advice. Whenever you're asked to draw different possibilities, start with the original picture that you're comfortable building, and then start blasting it one piece at a time or one step at a time, and kind of exploring your different options. Let's try a couple examples here. So again, our topic of the day, representing numbers using different, that's the key today. The different is important. Different base 10 models. Let's try one together. Represent the number 20 in two different ways. We got two different ways we need to show the number 20. Well, again, start with the way you're comfortable of using. So I'm going to do this. 10, 20. Remember, we don't want to draw tens like this. It takes too long. It's not worth it. We have 10, we have another 10, and that's going to give us 20. Because remember, and this is just a memory refresher, we have 10 little squares connected together to make a 10 here, and we have 10 more little squares connected together. Let's go back to this. We got 10 little ones connected to make a 10, and every 10 rod, every one has those 10 little squares. So we got 10 here, that's 20. So that's the first way. Let's do another way. Now look, let's clear this. Remember I said start with the basic way? Well, we just did this. We just drew that. Well, what if we took one of these and blasted it? Now we have a 10, one 10, and we have 10 ones. Let's draw that. So we're going to draw this one here, and we're going to take this and we're going to blast it. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And that's a second way of doing it. It still has the value of 20. Let's move to the third example. I know it says only 2, but I want to show you all the possibilities. Well, what else could we do with this here? Well, there is one more way, and that's by blasting this one here. Let's go bang and blast it, rip it apart. Now we have 21s. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we took these two pieces and we blasted both of them, and now we have 3 different ways. Do they both, or in our case, all 3, do they both show 21s? Well, this one shows 20 of the ones. Remember, ones are baby Elmos. We have 20 baby Elmos here. So yes, this one does show 21s. How about this one? How about this one? Does this one show 21s? Well, let's see. We have 10 ones here, but guess what? We have another 10 ones here. Remember, they're all, every rod has 10 ones. So we do have another 10 here, and 10 here makes 21s. We do have them. How about this one here? Do we have 21s here? Well, no, we have 2. Well, no, now on first glance it might look like no, we don't, because all you see is 2. But the question is saying, do we have 21s? And yes, we do. Remember, every rod has how many ones? It has how many baby Elmos? How many? It has 10. So it has 10 here, has another 10 there, that makes 21s. This one has 21s, this one has 21s, and that one has 21s. They all do, which means the value is all the same. Which model is, model again meaning picture, which model is more convenient or easy? That's another way of saying easy to draw. Well, this one took a little bit of longer time to do. This one took also, this is the fastest one. This is the best one to draw. And if you had an option, this is your best option to use every time. Okay, here's another example. Represent the number 100. Okay, so here's 100. Using 3 different base 10 models. So let's see here. The number 100. Well, here's one way of using or representing 100. Here's the first way. And that's by doing this. That's just by taking this and putting it on. Now we need two more ways. So how about we take this and blast it? Let's go like that. So let's draw it out, and we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rods. That's our second way. We need one more way. Now you have many options to use. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna take let's see here. I'm gonna take both of these. I'm gonna blast them both. Blast that one. Blast that one. Now this one kind of got away from us. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it looks like I lost one. Just to make up for it, I'm going to put it back here. It's just too high up on the screen. I can't get that high. Okay, so we have there. I'm going to draw 8 rods and 21s. So I'm going to go and draw 8 rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That makes 80. I'm going to draw 21s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop and go to the next row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Here's a third way of doing it. Now, look. You could have easily retained all of these. You could have kept these connected together and drawn 9 rods and then just blasted the last one if you wanted. Or, as another option, you could have blasted 3 rods. You could have went like this and blasted those 3 and then drawn 6, or what do we have here? 7 rods and 30 ones. Alright, so options again. Do all the models show 100 ones? Well, let's see. This one here does show 100 ones. Look, every 100 block has 100 ones in it. So this one, yes, it does. Our second example does show 100 ones. Remember, every rod has 10 elmos or ones. Has 10 ones. And since they all have 10 ones, if you add them up, you get 10, 20, 30, 40, all the way up to 100. So this one does show 100 ones. And our third example, well, this shows 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 ones in here. And another 20 ones over here does add up to 100 ones. Here, let's do this. All I was indicating here is that they all have 10 ones. All of them, all the way to the end. And just not to confuse you with this. Alright, how about the last part? Which model representation is most convenient to draw, and why? Well, the easiest and quickest one to draw was this one, because it was just one big square and shows 100 in it. Although we don't draw all the pieces. We know that they're there. Alright, represent the number 256 using, okay, wait, we have 256. That's 256. It's always a good idea to change it into digits using 4 different base 10 models. Okay, well we got some work to do here. Let's do one model. 256. Well, this would be 100, 200. That's the hundreds. H T O. So I did my 200s. I'm going to make my 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 ones. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's one way. And again, start with the easiest way. Now let's move on to method number 2. Which one of these do you want to blast? Actually, I think I have too many pieces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got an extra one here. Let's erase it. Glad I caught that. Let's go like that. Alright, which one of these do you want to blast? You can blast them all if you want. I'm just going to do one at a time. So I'm going to take this one and rip it apart. So that way I'm going to still have these 2 over here. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 left of the 10 rods. And this one's going to get ripped apart. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then these here are going to stay. They're going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is gone. It turned into that. This one is now here. Let's look at a third way now. We need 4. So let's do method 3. Now for method 3, I'm going to look at this picture and I'm going to keep these 200s like that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blast another one of these 10s. I'm going to keep 3 of them now. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep these 3, but this fourth one I'm going to rip apart. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to keep, so this one is now here. We have this one here is now over here. And I've got these now, these 10, I'm going to draw them out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3. Okay, wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these here are going to stay in the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we need one more way. Now for this one, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Okay, so let's split them up so we don't get confused. What I'm going to do for this last one is I'm not going to touch any of these. I'm going to look back to this original one because I'm allowed to. I can, I have the freedom of flexibility. And what I'm going to do here, let's use purple. I'm going to keep these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s. I'm going to keep them there. I'm going to keep these 6 ones on the bottom. And I'm going to keep only one of these hundreds. The second 100, I'm going to blast. And when I blast 100, what happens to it? Let's see. If I take 100 and I blast it, I get 10 10s. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this here got blasted and turned into that. So now all of these diagrams retain the value 256. All of these show 256. This is 256. This is 256. This one is 256, and so is that one. But slightly different diagrams. So yes, they do. Prove it. Well, to prove it, you're going to have to just count them all. I can ask you, you might get asked a question where, it asks you, well, look, if you did an HTO over here, you're going to get 2 hundreds, 5 10s, and 6 1s. Now 2 hundreds, there's only 100 here. Where's the second 100? And the answer to that is the second 100 is actually disguised as 10s. They're all sitting over here. We have 10 of them. They're secretly 100 in disguise. Let's change the color up here. So it's kind of like a secret agent. We have them all stuck, ripped apart. We have 10 of them. That's our second 100. You might get asked something like this. How about here we have HTO. So we need 200s. We have 200s. We need 5 10s. We have 4 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the fifth 10? It has to be in there somewhere. The answer to that is it's in disguise. It's disguised as 1s. See, these get grouped together, and that's the missing 10. See, we need 5 10s. We have 4 here, and this is the fifth one. So we do have 5 10s, and we do have our 6 1s sitting on the side there. And you can also prove this one the same way we proved all these other ones. Which of the models is easiest to draw? Well, again, it comes back to our simple diagram. This one here is the easiest one to draw. Which of the following represents the greater number, or in our case, the greatest number? So what I would recommend you do in any example like this is to draw it out, like what we've been doing all along. Draw your 100, like so. Draw, oh, look at this, 15 10s. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop right here. Go to the next row and continue it off. Remember, we stop at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 10s, and 6 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What number is that? Always make your HTO dashes. And let's write on top of them what number we have. We have 100, but wait, we don't. We have these here. Remember, these are 10 10s. These have to be grouped together, and they're going to turn into 100. So we don't need these anymore. We turn in, now we have 200s, and we have 5 10s, and what's that? 3, 4, 5, 6 1s. 256. Let's draw this one. Here we have 2 hundreds, we have 5 tens, and we got 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what number does that represent? Let's make our HTO. Well, we have 2 hundreds here, we have 5 tens, and we have 6 ones. So far these two are the same number. And for our last example, we have to represent 0 hundreds. Now, how do you do 0 hundreds? You just leave a blank. That's it. How about 25 tens? Well, just draw 25 tens. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Go to the next row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Go to the next row. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 tens. And then 6 ones. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's draw the ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if we make our HTO here, HTO, and we fill in the blanks, how many hundreds do you see? Well, we have 0 hundreds, so we put a 0 here, right? Not quite, because remember, sometimes numbers are disguised in different ways. Here, we have these are actually disguised as 100. And here, we got another 100 in disguise. That's why we organize our rods into rows of 10, so we can see the hundreds clearly. So here we have how many hundreds? We have 2 of them. We have 100 here, we have 100 there. So we have 2 of them. We have 5 tens, and again we got 6 ones. So to answer the question, which of the following represents the greater number? Well, neither of them do. They're all equal. Read the question carefully, pause the video. We'll be back in a minute and check our answers over. Alright, we're back. So reading the question, it says represent the number 231. That's 231. We'll put our HTO over here, HTO, using 3 different base 10 models. So you should have done your original diagram. That's just going to be 2 hundreds. Tens, we have 3 tens. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 1. Okay, that's one way. If you did this, give yourself a mark. Now we need 2 more. We need a second version of the number 231. And there are many options. You could have done this. You could have drawn these two, kept these two together, kept only 2 of these 3 together, these rods, and took the last rod and blasted it. Could have done this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then left this one here all alone, untouched. That's another version. So there's 2 out of 3. I'm going to do one more here. Let's use green. And a third way, I mean, again, you could have taken this rod over here and blasted it, put it over top of these guys here. You could have taken the 100 here and blasted it into rods and drawn those rods separately. I'm going to do that version instead. I'm going to use one of the hundreds. I'm going to take this 100, I'm going to blast it. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. This becomes that. And now these 2 here, I'm going to put alone. Or how about we put them below? Both of them. And then we got these ones. I'm going to put them here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll put one there. And that's a third version. Now look, you didn't have to draw these ones. I mean, you could have easily done this. Instead of drawing the one separately, you could have just left them intact. So taking this picture, ripped these apart into rods like this, and then taken these 3 rods and left them together. Don't blast, not blasting any of them, and then taking this last one over here and putting it on the side. So again, you have many options. The key though is at the very end you check your answers over and you make a little HTO chart and see if your number is 231 in all 3 examples. If it is, you did it right. Multiple choice. Read it carefully, choose the best option, and we'll check our answers in a minute. Alright, we're back. So which of the following represents the number 353? So we have H, T, O. Let's check A and see if that represents 353. Remember, for 353, we need 300s. Here we have 200, so it must be wrong, right? Well, not quite. Again, remember, just because it looks like 200s doesn't mean we don't have a third one in disguise. So let's see if it's available for us. Oh, look at this. Look at all these 10s. We might have a case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This, boys and girls, is our missing 100. This here makes a 100 block. We have 1, 2, 3 hundreds, just like that. 3 hundreds. We need 5 10s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s. That matches. Now we need 3 ones, and yes, we do have a match. How about B? Let's see if that was right. 1, 2, 3 hundreds. So far, so good. We need 5 10s. We have only 4 of them. But remember, we might have one in disguise. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do have it in disguise. All of these makes it 10 to add to the collection. And then we have 3 left over here. So we have 300, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s, and 3 1s. So this one's also a match. How about C? One of the hundreds. So we need one of the hundreds. Let's draw that in. One of the hundreds. We need 25 10s. Oh, yeah. 25 10s. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25 10s and 3 1s. 1, 2, 3. What number is that spell? Well, we have 100 here, but we also have some more in disguise right here. This is disguised as 100. Draw it there. This here is also disguised as 100. Got a lot of secret agents. We have 350, that's 5 10s, and 3 1s. 353. They all represent 353, which means this was a bad question because I should have had an option D that said all of the above. And then that would have been the best answer. That's it, boys and girls. You've made it through another lesson. I can understand how the semantics of these, the language, could be a little bit confusing. Again, practice makes perfect. If you've made it this far, if you've watched the entire video series on base 10 block conversions, you've done extremely well. I'd like you all to keep up the good work. Again, practice makes perfect. Hard work pays off in the end. Keep working hard, and I'll see you next lesson. Have a good day.